Hi everyone, I'm Ray and welcome to my kitchen. We're in for a treat today because today we are whipping up some ginger spice cookies. Normally these would be kind of a holiday tradition for me, but I'm craving them and it's a blustery day outside and it's just a really nice comfort food. I love these cookies with a cup of tea. They're great with coffee. It's just a really nice treat. And so they're super easy to whip up and let's just get right to it. So we are going to start using my favorite kitchen tool, the Cuisinart with the S-blade. And here we have the S-blade already in there and we're going to start loading some ingredients. And this is 2 cups of high protein oats. Now I have showed these oats to you before. These are from Bob's Red Mill. They are organic and they are 9 grams of protein per serving, which is fantastic. So this actually kind of ends up being a protein cookie. The best thing about this cookie, there's no oil, there's no refined sugar, there's no artificial sugar, and there's no flour. So let's pulse it a few times and then we're going to let it run for a minute and kind of make our own flour. So it's a good consistency. I don't know if you can see it, but the oats are still kind of intact. And next we are going to add in some dates. Now, instead of using date paste in this recipe, we're actually using dates. And what I did with these dates is I cut them in thirds. And I have learned that cutting them in thirds is not a bad thing to do because even though they're pitted dates, sometimes they still have pits. So I cut them into thirds and then I put a couple of cups of boiling water over top, and they kind of look like olives, but they're not, they're dates. And so those are going to go in next. And we're going to pulse these. And then we are going to add some other ingredients. So let's get these pulsed. And then we'll turn this on for a minute. We just want to get things combined here because I don't want to actually turn it into a dough quite yet. I want to add some of the other ingredients. So what we're going to add next is some of the vanilla powder that I love so much. It's by Vanilla King. You can buy it on Amazon. And I use that in lieu of a vanilla extract because the extracts that we buy today on the market have a lot of sugar alcohol in them. And I am trying not to have sugar alcohol in my diet, so I prefer to use the vanilla bean powder. Now, you could also use a vanilla bean and scrape the inside out of it, which gives you a vanilla bean powder, but why do that when you can buy it already done for you? It's not terribly expensive and the flavor is fantastic, totally different than a vanilla extract, so worth it, I think. Next, we're going to add a tablespoon of my homemade gingerbread spice. Now, I will provide the recipe for this gingerbread spice on my website with this recipe. So it's basically clove, ginger, allspice, nutmeg, cinnamon. It's even got a dash of pepper in it. And I like that because it makes it really spicy and delicious. What I do is around the holidays, I will make a batch of my gingerbread spice and then I'll keep it throughout the year. I made gingerbread oats and I made gingerbread cookies and gingerbread. And so I don't have too much left, but I combine it all together and then I just keep it in my pantry so it's ready to go. Like I said, I'll provide the recipe to you. And then lastly, we are going to add date syrup. And this is the brand I buy. I've showed it to you before. It's by Just Date. Now, there's another brand that I also have in my pantry I like, but this one's older, so I'm trying to use the older ones first. And that one is a date syrup by the Date Lady. Both of which you can buy on Amazon. You can buy Just Date on their website. And this is the company that also makes the chocolate chips that I love so much. So they also make a date sugar that's very good. So we're going to put that in next. Notice how I kind of put these in kind of around the blade in a circle. And that just means when I turn it on, it's going to get combined a little bit easier rather than just putting it all in one spot inside the food processor. So now we're going to turn this on and we're just going to let it go until it forms a ball. Okay, I have my oven already preheated at 350 degrees, and we've got a nice dough here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to scoop the dough out of here, and we're going to drop it into rounds to make our cookies on the cookie sheet. So I'm just going to take a scoop, and I'm going to just do a quick roll, and I'm going to plop it down on the cookie sheet. And you noticed I pressed it down. So we're going to do that for all of this dough. And when we're done, we're going to pop it in the oven. So we have all of our cookies ready to go into the oven. And these cookies, they're going to puff up a little bit, but not too much. So the way you have them on the cookie sheet is pretty much the way they're going to come out of the oven. Now, normally I would get 12 cookies with this recipe. Today I got 15. I try to make them the same size. Or like I've gotten 16 out of this recipe before, so I know I made smaller cookies. So, you know, how many you get is going to depend on the size of the cookie that you make. And I'm having a cup of tea. I just like to have something sweet, a couple of bites, and then I'm good and I'm satisfied. So you make the cookies the size you want. Your baking time will differ based on however many cookies you make. So I'm going to pop these in the oven, and when they're done, we will be back for a taste of these delicious spicy cookies. We have taken our beautiful ginger spice cookies out of the oven. I've got my cup of tea here ready to go. These turned out absolutely fantastic. So let me tell you, they were in the oven for 4 minutes at 350 degrees, and then I flipped them over and I cooked them for another 7 minutes. So a total of 11 minutes. Well worth flipping them. You don't have to. I just think they turn out better that way. So let's have a taste of this delicious cookie. It's really good. The spice is amazing in this cookie. Love it. So good with a cup of tea. There's a little bit of sweetness from the dates and from the date syrup that we added. The ginger spice is just the right amount. Not too spicy, but perfectly spiced. Just absolutely delicious. The oats, there are some chunks of big oats in here. They're a little more dense than a regular cookie, but I actually like that. So delicious. So these do have sugar from the date syrup and the dates, but it's sugar from Mother Nature. It is not a processed sugar. It is not an artificial sugar. The flour in it is our own oats that we whipped up in the food processor and turned into a coarse flour. So it's not a flour that's made in a factory with a lot of processing. So it is a healthier cookie in those regards. It does still have sugar in it, but it is a healthier cookie than any cookie you would buy in the store, prepackaged or from any bakery. I hope you're going to give this cookie a try. It's a nice sweet treat. And they'll freeze well too. You can put them in the freezer or share them with your neighbors. Bon appetit, everyone.